Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Just want to give my post-fight thoughts on Lil G and his life and death struggle with Derevyanchenko. It was a hell of a prize fight. I mean, it was a damn good fight. It surpassed expectations. I mean, not that Derevyanchenko couldn't be competitive, or I really didn't think it would be that good of a fight. But it was a very entertaining battle between the two. It was a war of attrition. Golovkin had to dig deep, and Derevyanchenko really fought his ass off after a bad, rocky start, getting dropped and getting cut. Looked like Golovkin was perhaps going to have an easier night at the office, but it wasn't to be. And it just continues to show that, Golovkin is on his way out. He's definitely not the force that he once was. Or maybe just Derevyanchenko is the best opponent he's fought outside of Canelo. So you have to give Derevyanchenko credit. To me, Derevyanchenko is better than the majority of Golovkin's opponents. The Monroes, the Rubios, the Endoms, the Adamas. I mean, Derevyanchenko was definitely the best challenge Golovkin's had outside of Canelo, and he proved it. He showed it on the night. Showed his talent. Showed his boxing skills. Showed his determination, his grit. I mean, he really put it on Triple G, man. A lot of people thought Golovkin lost. I wasn't really scoring it. So I didn't really score it with, an objective mind, an objective outlook, because I had money on Golovkin. I was rooting for him to win, and I got a little payday because he won. But it was a close fight. I don't think it was a complete robbery. You can make a case for either guy winning, but Golovkin did get the knockdown. He did have the stronger start, and to me, he won the last 2 rounds of the fight. So that pretty much sealed the deal for him. And according to the cards, he still would have won the fight had it not been for the knockdown. So all 3 judges were in agreement. It was unanimous. Don't really have a problem with the decision. Golovkin is on his way out, though. He's done at the top level. He's no longer the fighter he once was, or he was just never was that good. He hasn't really proved it at all in his career. He hasn't proved against the elite names that he's fought. He hasn't proven against the top guys that he's fought. He hasn't had any no-statement performances. Couldn't knock out Canelo. Didn't make no statement against Derevyanchenko. Almost lost the fight. Got hurt bad to the body by a guy who's not considered a big puncher. So that's it for Triple G, man. He needs to tread carefully who he matches himself up with. And if I was advising him, no rematch. Forget about that. There's no need for a rematch. Unless he wants to take an L. It's not like the Golovkin's going to get any better, and Derevyanchenko just might improve on that performance, might have more confidence going into a rematch. So that's a bad idea for Golovkin. What he really should do is just cash out. Take one last big fight, one last chance, one last challenge, and call it a day. But any top A-level guy right now is going to beat Golovkin. Golovkin just doesn't have it, or he never did have it. Hasn't proven it in his fights. Golovkin's career has been a failure, y'all. Jim Lampley summed up Golovkin's career perfectly before HBO bowed out of boxing. He said Golovkin's career has been a failure, and it has been a failure. He's failed to live up to all that hype. All those stories that he was knocking out heavyweights in the gym. Haven't seen that at all when it's mattered. Haven't seen that at all when the lights have showed in the ring. Haven't seen no demolition jobs of top level fighters. Haven't seen no devastations or superior punching power. He's a good fighter. Very strong, very formidable. Great conditioning, tough as nails. But at 37 years of age, he's on his way out. He's done. That's why Canelo was being pressured by Golden Boy to fight this dude. That's why the Zone wanted him to fight Triple G, especially Golden Boy, because it was easy work. Canelo will make easy work of this version of Golovkin. Wouldn't be a freaking, even be a challenge. Wouldn't be a contest. So Golovkin scrapes by, becomes a champion once again. You can't really be mad at the decision. It was a very close fight, a great fight between two warriors who put on a great show. One of the best fights of the year. But Golovkin has to match himself very carefully now. Otherwise, he's going to take an L. So he might as well take an L for the biggest fight out there. That could be a Callum Smith. If Canelo fights him again next year, take that fight, cash out, because it's all over for your boy. He was never this special, once-in-a-generation type talent. Good fighter, but nothing special. Nothing overly impressive about Triple G besides his conditioning and his toughness. So those qualities about him are special. That motherfucker could take a punch. He could take an ass whooping. And but that's it, man. It's over. The ride is done. Triple G era is over. He's gonna lose his next top level fight. He'll lose to Callum Smith. Just too big, too fresh. Saunders is just too quick for him, too fresh, too young. Canelo is just too good for him right now, too young in his prime. I'm not even sure he can beat Andrade. And I would pick Charlo to beat him right now. Too young, too fresh, too hungry, too strong. Triple G is in no man's land. He's a dead man walking. It's over for your boy. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.